In this video, I discussed the delay again to the 0.3, what's coming, and my thoughts. So, still no 0.3. We'll get into that bit at the end. Let's just quickly go through what's actually now coming. There was a video released a few days ago, I think it was now. It's sort of explaining really what they're also going to add. Obviously, there's extras now because of the delay. So, like I said, we're just going to touch on that. And then at the end, I'm just going to give my thoughts. I want to see this succeed. You guys probably know me by now with my channel, and when I have been discussing Evo, I am looking forward to it. I want it to do well. I want it to work and succeed. But yeah, these delays people are getting impatient. Let's just put it that way. Looking at the Discord community and stuff like that. So, okay. So by the looks of it, they're adding more cars. I think there's going to be now 8 in total. One of them 8 is very interesting. It's the Ferrari F1 2004. I think it is the first open wheeler in Evo to be introduced. So I am looking forward to that. 2 tracks, which is Spa and the Red Bull Ring. So the things they're looking to, I've sort of dropped this down or cut it down, going through everything of what's also coming. So they're going to be introducing online racing, which is a good thing. I think they do need to do it to get people sort of involved. A lot of people like online, a lot of people like offline. So that's a good thing. 16 player lobbies. Or 16 slots for the lobbies, i.e. you can have a maximum of 16 players in the lobby at any one time. I think they did say that they will be increasing this, but at the minute they're going to be seeing the stability of the servers with just 16 in, and obviously increase and tweak and set them up if they do sort of come across instability and stuff like that with a bigger car grid. They're saying about renting servers as well. A few weeks after. Now, is this a few weeks after the 0.3 is released, or a few weeks after the actual full title is going to be released? I don't know. I presume it's when the 0.3 gets released. So that's a good thing as well, because there is communities that then can hold events, championships and everything else, which is good. SimGrid Seasons is going to be introduced as well, with obviously Assetto Corsa Evo. We all know, or most of us will know, what SimGrid Seasons is. It was introduced with ACC for console, a bit like an LFM style, and then they brought it to PC as well, which again is a welcome introduction. A lot of the titles now, the big elephant in the room is LMU, with the online daily races and everything else that everyone enjoys doing. So that's a nice touch. Tire model, car sound has been updated. Also force feedback and the way the dampening and everything else they're going to be updating, which again is good. The big one now for me is the optimization for GPU and CPU. Now this is massive, and it's also massive going forward for console, not only PC. It's Evo was released. It was massively taxing on the hardware in a PC. Some people couldn't even run it right. I mean, I was running a half decent CPU with a 3070 Ti, and I was struggling to sort of get 60 FPS at 4K. So obviously I upgraded my GPU, and now it handles it a lot better. But it's a welcome relief to see that they're going to optimize it, and it's also going to have that knock-on effect for consoles as well, because if they can optimize it and get it running really well, then when it does come to console, it should look really, really good without, again, taxing the hardware. So yeah, a good improvement if they can manage that with the update. Also, a quick one, you can now adjust, sort of like an MFD that you've got in ACC, basically your little sort of menu window that you can have up while you are in an event, while you're in a race. So you can adjust your force feedback, your dampening and everything else. You can set it up how you like on the fly almost. You can sort of have a race or be in a race or a lobby and adjust it and then go out, try it. Obviously, don't like it, do like it, whatever, adjust and sort of tune. So that's a nice touch to sort of just make it a little bit easier instead of coming out of the sort of race weekend or the practice session or whatever. So for me, they're the main things that I've taken from their video. But for me, it's a catch-22. As I said, I want to see this do well. I really do. And they've got, and I keep going over it, they've got something in their hand that they can mature and develop. And I think it will be a success, or it can be a success, but it's down to them. I understand that things may be out of their control. Things are taking them longer to rectify, sort out. I mean, it could be that they've looked to get the 0.3 out early, but then when they've gone to sort of get the final version of the 0.3, it's then got bugs or something like that. They've introduced something that's then give them sort of, one step forward, 2 steps or 3 steps back. It could be as stupid as that. So then they have to go back and try and rectify that, sort it out. And then they're thinking, well, it's then been delayed, so we might as well add more stuff to appease the community, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I think if they were just going to release the 0.3 as it was in its initial phase, I think a lot of people would have been annoyed. People are still annoyed. People are, I mean, I go on the Assetto Corsa Discord into the AC section over there, and AC Evo section, and there is there's a sort of consensus that people are getting a little bit frustrated, a bit peed off that we're still waiting for this 0.3 to drop. It should have dropped by now. Obviously, we all know that the Nordschleife free roamer has been put back. That was mentioned a few months back because they're behind in or delayed or whatever that's going on. So, as I said, from my perspective, yes, they're sort of giving us a little bit extra to sort of appease us, which I think they need to do. But I do believe that people are going to get to the point where they'll just walk away, and especially with the likes of LMU now in its alpha, its full release. You've got Project Motor Racing, you've got Rensport, I mean, as well as a few others, I think that are coming out. They can't miss the 8 ball on this. They can't. Yeah, I think you all know and feel the frustration as well if you're in a situation like me that has got it on PC. I know a lot of my community are console, but you do also rely on me to sort of give you the feedback on these titles that haven't gone to console yet. And as I said, there is frustration now. But like I said, I just hope they don't miss a trick. I really do hope that they don't mess this up, because as I said, I do believe this could be the all-rounder. Yes, Project Motor Racing looks like it could be an all-rounder as well, because it's got all different genre of cars. It's not just like I'd say LMU Hypers, GT3s, LMP2s and stuff like that. These titles like Evo and Project Motor Racing are going to have a whole wide variety. Like GT7, at the end of the day, that would be a great example. GT7 has got a whole variety of cars. Like Assetto Corsa had a whole variety of cars that you could do what you wanted. See, racing seated championships and stuff like that. People creating them can run whatever cars they want. So it has the potential. But as I said, I do believe from now, they really need to kick on, and they really need to start feeding the community more than what we're getting. Otherwise, yeah, I think it's gonna die before it's even got into its alpha stage. People are just going to walk away and go to a different title. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts. As I said, definitely give me your thoughts in the comment section below. It's always good to hear from the community and what you guys feel as well, whether you're sort of 100% behind what I say, or you think slightly different, or yeah, whatever. It's always good to hear your guys' feedback and comments. So yeah, but as always, guys, I will catch you on the next one.